I'm starting to think you should never meet your boyfriend's sister. Because there is just no world where she's going to like you. And I know you could say that I'm wrong, but when you experience that shit with your very own eyes, you're going to be telling me that I'm right. Because I had this boyfriend named James, and we were driving to the airport to pick up his sister Rachel as he's going on about how he misses her, how this is going to be amazing, all of it. Well, I'm trying to focus on making a good first impression. You know, I even dressed up nice in a silk dress, hoping this would cover up how weird and shy I was. But nothing was going to save me this day. Because as soon as she was done hugging James, she looks me up and down and goes, "That's really your girlfriend?" She goes, "Yeah, why?" She goes, "I'm just surprised you picked a girl with that type of face." What's that supposed to mean? I go, "Hi, it's nice to meet you." She goes, a little mentally challenged too, but whatever. It's not like you're gonna be together long, but let's go eat. Are you hungry? What the fuck? How was this already going bad? But it gets even worse. Because she's like, "Guys, where do you want to go and eat?" And I'm looking at James, he's not saying shit. So I take this opportunity to make everything right. And I put into that little Google Maps a restaurant that I know that James loves. Okay, this fancy steakhouse I took him to on our first anniversary. But when we get there, I order the food and she takes her first bite of the steak. I knew I was in trouble. She goes, "Ew, what is this?" I go, "What do you mean? Did they cook it wrong? Like, is it okay?" She goes, "First off, I have no fucking idea what you're saying. Secondly, I'm a vegetarian." James, you could have told me this before. He goes, "What? You're a vegetarian? Since when?" She goes, "Since now. Come on, James, let's just leave this place. It's gross, isn't it?" He goes, yeah, Jackie, I couldn't believe you picked this. And starts getting up to leave. I go, "Guys, what about all this food? Okay, we had like 3 steaks and a bunch of sides." She goes, "Well, you look like a big girl. I'm sure you could finish this off, no problem." But not only that, they left me with a $300 bill too. Okay, so I start packing out all this shit, pay super quickly, because they were literally my ride. But thank God, as soon as I stepped out of the restaurant, they were still there. But as I get closer and closer to the car, I couldn't believe what I was looking at. Because I'm like, "Rachel, I thought you were a vegetarian." She goes, "Only when people with bad taste pick restaurants. I really much rather shove this in my mouth." Eating a 7-Eleven hot dog. Okay, I was confused as hell when she boggles my mind even more. Because suddenly, she goes, "Oh my gosh, Jackie, do you want a bite of this hot dog?" Being all nice. And I'm about to say no when I saw her true colors. Because it was like everything went into slow-mo at this moment. Okay, because she tips over that hot dog, accidentally spilling it all over my silk dress. Mustard and ketchup everywhere. I go, "Oh my God." She goes, "Oh, oops. An accident. But that's okay. That dress looks cheap anyways. I'm sure you could just buy another one." I'm looking at James in the rearview mirror like, "Say something." And he does. But I wasn't expecting this. He goes, "Yeah, Jack, it really probably is a good idea you go shopping with Rachel. She actually has some style." Yeah, I was done talking, even for the little bit that I was doing, right? So we start driving off to me and James's place to, drop her stuff and let her get settled down. But the nightmare didn't end here. Because as soon as we get into that house, Rachel's like, "Where's Jackie gonna sleep tonight?" I go, "In my bed upstairs." She goes, "Really? I just thought it'd be really nice for me and James to sleep together like we used to as kids. I'm really here just to connect with him, not for you." I'm like, "Well, I like set up this whole thing for you, like the pull-out couch with all the blankets and snacks that you like. You're gonna be really comfortable. You don't." She goes, No, James, what do you think? He's like, yeah, honestly, Jackie, I think it's pretty rude that you make her sleep down here like a dog. He was literally the one who suggested the idea, but I say, well, I just think I'd be a little bit more comfortable if you slept down here. And tell me what, this grown-ass woman starts going, oh my God, Jackie, I can't believe you'd be so mean to me. I thought we were like sisters. Bitch, I've known you for 2 hours. Right, but then the next thing I know, James is grabbing my arm and going, Jackie, why are you being such a bitch? My sister has been only but nice to you. Why are you being like this? Come on, sis, let's go. Right? And she's just standing there sobbing and starts rubbing her back a little too much, kissing her cheek a little too much, and goes, you know what? Sis, me and you could get a hotel. She goes, no, just leave me alone. That's what clearly Jackie wants. He goes, no. She's the one who deserves to be alone. And that's where I get like really, really disturbed. Okay, because she goes, okay, well, as long as we play Cersei and Jamie, right? Like we used to? He goes, yeah, of course. What else do you think we're gonna do this weekend? I had no words. Like normal, right? So they start leaving out the door. But Miss Rachel turns around, tears all dries up, smiles at me like the Joker, and flips me off. What just happened? Girl, I really wish I knew what I knew now with what I learned on that Gleam app, GLEAM, giving me the exercises to learn how to communicate so I could stand up to Rachel. But because I didn't know that then, I was standing there in disbelief. When James walks back in, and I really thought he's gonna apologize. But no, because he literally runs, pushes past me, go up to our bedroom, grab a box, and goes, Cersei, I have the rubbers.